Hi, this is the weekly horoscope for Leo for the week of March 20th, 2023, and lots going on in the stars at this time. So we have on the 19th at 12:24 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mercury, which is on Sunday, Mercury enters Aries on the 19th as well. So 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Jupiter is semi-sextiling Uranus. So pay attention to this energy. This is going to be in your ninth house and your 10th house energy, so you benefit through other people. On the 20th at 5:24 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the sun enters Aries with this energy. On the 21st at 5:26, Jupiter is semi-squaring Saturn. And then on the 21st at 1:23 p.m., the new moon in Aries. And let me see. And then on the 23rd, we have Pluto entering Aquarius at 8:23 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So show your love. And then Ceres in Virgo as well on the 22nd in your second house of money is going to be in retrograde. So we're going to be dealing with those energies. Show your love and support to your girl Marie by liking, subscribing, and sharing. And thank you for everyone who has. I really appreciate your love energy and your support. Also, you could check my monthly horoscopes because these give you what's going on in the transits. The other ones are based on the sign and the house. So be sure to check it out to see how Pluto's gonna affect you over the next 20 years, because that's going to be kind of like the theme. And then how Saturn over the next 2.5 years is going to affect you as well. Okay. So on the 19th, which I talked about, 12:24 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, thank you. Mercury enters Aries, and then March 19th at 6:06 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Jupiter is semi-sextiling Uranus. You can be fighting with the people on the internet because we're dealing with ninth house energy, and Mercury is already a detriment in the ninth house. So you can be dealing with propaganda, politics. You may not like the stuff that you hear on the news at this time with this energy here as well. You could be very opinionated during this time period as well, and very people have to believe your views and stuff like that. So you could be very grouchy when it comes to voicing your opinion voicing your opinion, and you have a tone about you too. So be careful with that. For some of you, you don't believe everything you hear at this time, especially when it comes to propaganda and politics. You're very argumentative. You love to debate about philosophies. At this time, be careful when traveling. Disputes with foreigners are more likely at this time. Travel plans may change, okay, or the arrangements may not be what you expected. Baggage may get lost or rerouted, so be careful. You may be busier than usual with errands around town that seem quite inconvenient. Distractions cause business to take longer than usual. Mail may get rerouted at this time or lost. Be careful in matters of accounting, as errors can happen. You may also tend to misplace items at this time, often very, very temporarily. So you could be missing your cell phone everywhere with this energy. So be careful with that. Jupiter is semi-sextiling Uranus. This is a beautiful time here where you benefit through father for some of you. So father could be bringing up career opportunities for you or bringing you his way with places. And you're going to be experiencing this energy for a little bit here, because then when Jupiter is semi-sextiling Uranus in the 10th house at this time, so that's a beautiful energy connection there, because then you have like the benefits of that, but it's only for a little bit of time. So, and then Jupiter goes back into Aries. Okay. So like this year, we're going to be experiencing that Uranus Jupiter sextiling. So pay attention to that. I feel at this time, you are receiving new information. You could be learning new things during this time period from work with this energy. Your beliefs are going to be changing. Your views about certain people could be changing as well, your opinions. This can be pending legal matters that may take a surprising turn, and that is going to probably be when the planets start going retrograde during the summer. So May, June, July. You could see a surprise turn with legal matters, usually for the better. Travel could be more exciting and filled with adventure. Of course, we have our spring breakers, so this could be a fun time for traveling at this time. Then on March 20th at 5:24 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the sun enters Aries. So you have so much energy in that ninth house for a lot of you. And I have spoken about that, Stellum, spoken about it. So you can visit previous videos that I've done because I talk about it in previous videos for the month of March. So check that out. You may receive important news from afar. It is an excellent time to publish. Legal issues may have you preoccupied. This is a time in which you're very busy with communications, lots of like phone calls, text messages, emails, and it can be almost nonstop at this time because you're dealing with ninth house of communications. Okay. So lots of communications are going on at this time. This is a good time to express yourself. You may not be a very good listener at this time. Your mind is clear. You're very analytical in your way of thinking with this energy, and you express your intentions in ways that make you not misunderstood. I feel like you can be very tenacious, very aggressive, a go-getter when it comes to things that you want. This is a good time for learning and traveling and making an impression on communicating with your superiors. It is a good time for reaching agreements and signing contracts. You may receive an invitation to travel abroad, and if conditions are favorable to do so. An excellent time to take a vacation, business trips, and to be mixing business with pleasure for some of you. So those of you on social media, you could be traveling for spring break, and then you could be making money while you're traveling, like talking about your adventures and stuff like that, and where you at while you're on spring break and what you did, blah, blah, blah. You may travel someplace and discover something about yourself. For some of you, this could be like traveling 2 hours away and having a nice long car drive and like learning something about yourself. Okay. This may be a time when you're trying to bring your dreams into practical reality. Also, attention is needed to important legal matters. And again, a good time for writing or publishing. Then on the 21st at 5:26 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Jupiter is semi-squaring Saturn. Then also on the 21st at 1:23 a.m., the new moon in Aries. For some of you, again, ninth house energy, stellium, legal matters, traveling coming up. These could be in your favor. Dreams could prove very revealing and show you an aspect of your life that you have not yet considered. Write down your dreams for later reference. You have a stellium here, so you're still dealing with the same energies like from 3 weeks ago, okay? Careful with taking risk for some of you. This is change happening. You may be forced to stand up for your beliefs or stand up for your convictions. Careful with judges and dealing with judges, lawyers, court systems. For others of you, careful with traveling. You can be accident prone. This could be a move happening. You can be dealing with a landlord. HOH could be more of the focus, or you could be dealing with like elderly neighbors at this time with this energy. You could be looking for housing during this time period as well. You can be reevaluating your career direction or thinking about making some major changes in your life with this new moon energy. Jupiter is semi-squaring Saturn for a little bit of time here. The focus is on your spiritual life. Okay, and which causes you to examine your beliefs. You may suffer from doubt or lack of faith, especially those of you who are born at night. This is a good time for pleasure trips, a brief change in daily routine. You may be able to effectively mix business with pleasure for the time being. Office routines should run more smoothly. On the 21st, let me see. Okay, so on the 22nd, then we have a series in Virgo in retrograde, so it's moving back, and Ceres has been in retrograde for a while at 11:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is going to be in your second house of money. This is a time of working on yourself, being resourceful. I feel for some of you, you could be more about saving money, restrictive on your budget. This could be a lifestyle change, quitting bad habits, or working on saving your money. You can be analytical in your way of thinking. You can be more invested in yourself and self-love and self-care. Change is happening, so you can be dealing with some kind of loss at this time. You can feel like something missing now, and you don't know what it is, or you're not, or you are forgetting as you are moving to the next chapter because things are moving so quickly and fast that you want to make sure that you didn't forget anything. You can be spiritually trading your values at this time for something else at this time. So this is like lust for soulmate. Okay, it could be like that kind of situation. So I'd be careful with your decisions that you make during this time period. Also, Mars is not well aspected still, and this time it's squaring Ceres in retrograde in Virgo and the Sun in Aries. So be really careful about the decisions that you make at this time. All right, you can be making some difficult choices in your life, or you can be moving on from a situation. You can be very masculine with this energy. So it's time to put yourself in other people's shoes, be more empathetic, sympathetic, okay? Be more self-aware about how you're affecting others. Also, you can be very argumentative at this time. You tend to want to dominate others with Ceres in retrograde or force your opinion onto them. So be careful about your tone and being argumentative like that. Try to come to a compromise or a resolution at this time, or try to bend like the palm tree I know you can be. Then on the 23rd at 8:23 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Pluto enters Aquarius. So I talked about this on the monthly horoscope. So this is the transit is horrible because we're dealing with North Node and South Node, and they're forming a square at this time with your first house. So this is change happening. And some of you, you see, I had a hard time with this one because some of you have this in your sixth house still, and then some of you have this in your seventh house. Okay. So at this time, you have a deep need to serve humanity, others, often through research or scientific endeavors, and conscientious regenerative work brings financial gain, status, and recognition. You're not afraid to stick your neck out to help out others, and you often involved in the healing arts or nutrition in some kind of way. You may feel you have some preordained mission in life. You're extremely individualistic now and capable of concentrating on your work. You have the ability to improve existing employment and methods of work, and you're often involved in salvage work like junkyards, antiquing, that kind of thing, restorative work, or in government projects. Your inability to get along in your work can bring mental disorientation, dishonesty, and may bring legal retribution. You need to change your attitude about the way you look at work at this time because you have Lilith, Moon, and Vulcan in there in your first house. So it's not the easiest energy time for you when it comes to, because I know some of you get kind of grouchy when it comes to work. You guys get very picky how you want things to be, and it's not how you want it to be, so you need to change your attitude with that. Okay, you tend to be overbearing towards other coworkers. You may become a victim of your own pent-up energies, and unless you channel those energies properly, you can also be a hypochondriac. You must apply your will in order to improve your health. At this time, Pluto is really, really not well aspected. So this is going to require some serious work. You may have blockages at this time. For some of you in your teen years, those of you who are in your teens, early 20s, maybe even your 30s, you could develop acne at this time with this energy, or there could be some kind of like problems with the intestines, like constipation or something like that, or you can be dealing with like growths. Okay, so be careful with that. You must face and overcome bad habits. Some of you have Pluto in your seventh house. This is happening. New people are coming into your life that can drastically change your life for better or for worse. You're dealing with your Saturn Dasha here as well, okay? Marriage relationships increase with intensity of emotions and may become more turbulent. Watch for jealousy. You may experience difficulties with women in your life or your mother trying to control you in your relationships. You're impulsive, fearless, and willing to take risk. You often seek drastic and extreme changes, and your mood and attitude can be changing suddenly and explosively. With little regard for previous efforts. You may be obsessed with or trying to dominate others, either sexually or emotionally. Your feelings are intense and to the point of being brusque and tyrannical. And it's because Pluto is not well aspected, okay? It really is not well aspected, okay? There's a lot of squaring going on this week with the charts, all right? Love is very important to you, and you're constantly seeking emotional fulfillment. So for a lot of you, you could be asking out people this week. You may have psychic or occult tendencies and are open to super physical realm of manifestations. Ooh, your beliefs are likely to change profoundly. You may travel someplace and discover something about yourself. So there's an emphasis on that. And you may never have been aware before, or someone from your past is coming back and you two could be having some deep conversations and there could be a reconciliation happening. Whether or not you want that, it's there in your present. Okay. And we always have opportunities to rise above our consciousness, rise above our reactiveness with this energy, learn coping mechanisms. It's okay to be mad and stuff like that, but you see, that's not the point of us living on this earth. It is to evolve, grow. Some people are like, oh, it's my right if I want to be a psychopath. Yes, you're right. It's your right. That's what you choose to do. But some of us, we don't want to do that, because when you do that and you hold on to your anger and you're angry and stuff, what does it do? A negative thought travels a lot faster than a positive one, and that's the Satan energy there. So you have to be careful with the Satan energy, because sometimes the Satan energy will make us cause us blockages, and we become our own worst enemy. And this is the time for you guys with ego, with Vulcan here for the next 73 years in your sign, and then the Lilith moon here as well in the sign of Leo. So make sure that during this time period with Pluto in your 7th house or 6th house, to have a different conversation, with the things that are going on around you, and realize that those emotions and feelings are truly all just illusions, and start to relax into your present and be more accepting of your present. Okay. All right. Let's see what the cards say. So at this time, the 5 of Cups, I feel like you could be dealing with regrets with this energy. So you can be dealing with your emotional hang-ups, your what ifs, your shoulda, woulda, coulda-s you could be thinking about at this time. The 2 of Wands, I hear something brand new. Oh, thank you, Al. I hear something brand new is coming up for you as I connect with the 2 of Wands, and she doesn't mean that. The energy is moving forward. Oh, and this is the Neo, and I'm going to be showing this the whole time, Al, if you're going to be following. So she's heard this at least several times now. So this is the Neo Tarot Feminine Tarot card, and again, like Al heard, this is a great time to delve more into your nurturing self. And what's so great about this is that I picked this before I did these videos, and I didn't read this part. I just looked at the picture and I went, oh, these are cool. And I bought it. And, basically, and it's interesting that we're dealing with Aries, which is masculine energy. And so this is a time period here where we need to delve more into our divine feminine and to be more about our nurturing side, to create that emotional balance with our masculine side. I know they are pretty cards, right? I was like, I don't know. I just felt like I needed to get those. All week I wanted to get new cards. So anyways, so this is a time of moving forward. The Lover's card, I feel like there could be a breakup happening here. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a love relationship. It could be for some of us, whatever is going on in your reality. So this could be an ending of a relationship. So whatever has to leave your life, let them leave your life at this time. This could also be dealing with contracts and negotiations coming up for you this week as well with this energy. The Moon card, I feel like truth could be revealed when it comes to certain relationships in your life as well, or this could be self-realizations when it comes to love, or this could be romanticizing your relationship and seeing what you want to see when it comes to your relationship. So be careful, because all is not what it seems at this time, or your ideal, it doesn't have to be just love. You could be just idealizing love relationships in general at this time. So I would be careful with this. The 9 of Wands, dealing with your fears and emotional hangups. For some of you, you may not want to end it because of fear of being alone with this energy, and you don't want to be alone. I don't want to be alone. So it could be like a situation like that. So fear of letting go because you don't want them to be happy, or you just don't want to be alone, or you can't stand the fact of them dating before you. So it could be like a mind trip that you're going through at this time. The Justice card, I see contracts, negotiations. For some of you, you could be dealing with divorce during this time period as well with this energy. For others of you, you benefit through symbiotic relationships this week as well with this energy here. The Ace of Coins, for some of you, this could be inheritance. This could be dealing with property matters, money coming to you at this time through the court system with this energy. So this could be like car insurance, homeowners insurance, that kind of thing. So you could be receiving that this week as well with this energy. The Judgment card, major decisions are coming up. Talks of future are happening. Does not have to be with love. This could also be with career as well. And there could be lots of talks of future. For some of you, this could be soulmate energy and love coming into your life during this time period as well with this energy. The Two of Swords, I feel like you're not making a decision as a way to manipulate a situation around you. So there could be some negotiations. For some of you, this could be you having to budget and being more strict on your budget because you could be a bit tight with money, or you could be a bit more frugal with your money situation as well. So this is like delving into lack here. So let's not go there at this time and delve into prayer consciousness with this energy here and work on saving money during this time period. Because I do see like money can be tight for you this week. For some of you, not all of you. The Eight of Cups, I feel like you're over certain situations going on in your life and you're ready to walk away, but you may not do it just yet because of your fears and emotional hangups. Okay, so for some of you, you could be fearing that change that is going to be coming up here soon, and you're not ready to deal with it. Okay, you're not ready to go through with that and letting go and saying goodbye to a situation. Okay, and cutting that cord. So for some of you, this could be like getting a divorce and kind of like scared to, and kind of like scared of like getting the official papers saying you're divorced because it's like officially over. So for some of you, you may not be ready for that, but it has to be done because the journey, the lesson with that person is over. And for you to move forward, you have to start, letting go of certain situations. Even emotionally, you have to start letting go and stop like you're grieving or work through your grieving, during this time period. The Ten of Cups, I feel like this is a happy energy time for you with this energy here. So very happy. A recovery period could be coming up for you. Your perspective and outlook on life can be changing for the better this week. With this energy, you could be receiving so much good news. I feel like for some of you here, as you say, I quit my job, then they turn around and say, oh, and then great things happen. And then you're like, okay, well, I guess I'll stay for now. You could even be like throwing like a little hobo fit and like saying, oh, I'm going to quit my job, and saying it loud enough for people to hear you. And then what happens? They go and they like sweet talk you or whatever, or give you certain responsibilities. So you'll feel the need to come back. Okay. So even though you may be looking for a job, I feel like some reason you come back into the fold because then they start talking to you nice. And then you're like, okay. All righty. The Nine of Coins, traveling coming up. A move happening for some of you here, ending a cycle, but scared to move forward at this time with this energy. Alrighty, so I see that happening for some of you. The Seven of Cups, lots of thoughts of future. For some of you, you're definitely delving into your fantasy world at this time with this energy here. For others of you, you could be banking on something to come to fruition during this time period as well with this energy. And so you could be getting excited. Yeah, you're very excited. I see you happy on an emotional level and a financial level this week. I see victories when it comes to court and certain things going your way during this time period as well. I feel like something you've been wanting for a very long time is going to come to fruition with this energy here. So I feel like for some of you, you're being a very good optimist at this time when it comes to certain things that you want with this energy, okay? When it comes to certain things that you want to happen this week as well, all righty? The Ten of Coins, more emphasis, financial emphasis, okay? So I see you happy on a financial level and an emotional level. So things financially could be turning around for you for the better, or people in your life can be helping you out financially as well with this energy here and giving you like money to help you get going. I do see some of you starting a creative blog during this time period as well with this energy. The Three of Coins. Let me see. How many coin cards do I have? Okay, so there is money worries here, but then I see money coming in at this time, okay? So I feel like also with this energy, this is growth happening, either spiritual growth or financial growth coming up for you. I do see some of you creating some kind of vision for yourself at this time with this energy. So this could be working with vision boards or mood boards during this time period as well with this energy. Okay, the Five of Wands. This is coming up, this turning a hobby and creating money-making ideas with it, with this energy, or starting a new business endeavor at this time as well. The Eight of Coins. Now there's lessons with money. So for some of you, you can be getting audited, and it could be like an educational experience for you as well. Okay. But I do see you fighting about money too, with your partner, with this energy as well, or this could be doing like child custody battles during this time period with this energy, so just be aware of that. I do see for some of you, you're more about your freedom at this time. You're wanting to retire during this time period, or you're wanting to cut your hours and work more on your side business at this time and focus on your side business rather than focusing on work. Okay. So this is trying to create financial freedom for yourself, or this is just you being more about your time at this time. For others of you, I feel like this could be a popular energy time for you. I feel for some of you here, you could be working on your marriage or seeking perfection in your relationship, or the person in your head, again, is not the person in your reality. So just be careful with that, with this energy. The Page of Wands, playtime is the best time to get your creative juices going with this energy as well. I feel like there is exciting news coming here for you, because you tend to see things in technicolor at this time, and then there's lots of thoughts of future for you. So this is a beautiful energy time here, where certain things that you want to happen begin to fall into place for you, and you're just super excited about it. And sometimes it is like really good news, where like life seems like the colors of the trees seem a lot more greener and stuff like that, and the flowers look a lot more yellower and stuff like that. You know, the King of Coins. Okay, I feel for some of you here, you can be dealing with somebody that's very analytical in their way of thinking. I feel for some of you, this could be a great time for money coming in with this energy as well. And I do feel like for some of you, this person's going to help you. For some of you, you can be dealing with somebody that has a very strong personality, okay, is what I'm getting from this gentleman here. Alrighty. So this person could be very loud or something, or just really shine. For others of you, I feel like you're definitely making it a point to be seen and heard this week with this energy. So this could be you trying to get other people's attentions at this time with this energy. The King of Swords, definitely a lot of clarity here. This can be dealing with somebody that is like a stable relationship for you, and this person can bring a lot of balance into your life this week with this energy as well. I feel for some of you, this could be competition when it comes to work, and you could be having some kind of rivalry going on when it comes to work, okay, between you and another person. Alrighty, so you two could be very competitive with each other. I feel for some of you here, you may have to go back to school, because you know this person could be training for a lot of things at this time, because they have more of a skill set than you do. Okay, so you may be lacking in some things at work, and this person just knows a little bit more than you do. So is what I'm seeing. I do see some kind of conflict happening around you as well. Okay, so there is some kind of jealousy or some kind of competition, either with yourself or with other people around you. So I would be careful with that and watching other people. I do feel like this person here may have like a very dramatic kind of personality going on as well, and tends to be, maybe you're dealing with like a water sign or an Aquarius. Alrighty. And I feel like, you know, this person also may have copied you, or have like took your idea because they feel like they can make it better. So I would be careful with sharing your ideas with an Aquarius, because I feel like they're going to try to one up you, or they're going to try to go take your idea and do their own thing with it. Okay. And I feel like it's not going to end well with you two if you want to continue with this relationship. I feel for some of you, you could be moving in with someone. I feel like this is a great time for finding lasting love with this energy. Of course, those of you who have Pluto in the 7th house. For some of you, you have a creative job with this energy as well. I think that's it. Yeah. Okay. The Sun card. I feel like you're a perfectionist. You're throwing yourself into your work this week with this energy. Okay. I feel like this is a busy time for you. So you could be like working home, working home, working home during this time period as well. The Tower card talks of change or traveling coming up here. For some of you, your relationships are going to go through some changes for better or for worse. So for some of you who are currently in a love relationships can be very hard to deal with at this time because there's a lot of like changes coming up here. I feel like it's Pluto energy is build it up and build it back up again. For others of you, this could be dealing with a separation. And then for others of you, this is an ending of a love relationship for some of you, okay? I feel for others of you, you're following your passion projects, you're following your heart at this time with this energy. I do see some kind of internship in regards to media. For some of you, this is a communication job or a media job that you could be getting at this time, or this could be like dealing with, again, internship is what I'm feeling with this energy as well. I do see traveling coming up for some of you. I do see other people creating boundaries. You're very analytical in your way of thinking at this time, and you have a clear idea of your views or what you want to do during this time period as well with this energy. For others of you, don't believe everything that everybody tells you at this time. If you own your own business, check the resumes and call back people, because you could find that this person could be lying to you. Be careful with what people say on the internet. Make sure you do your research during this time period and like a thorough research as well, so that you don't get scammed during this time period with this energy. The Queen of Swords, you have a lot of influence over other people during this time period. I do see a reconciliation coming up for some of you here as well. Certain decisions that you make during this time are going to have a great impact on other people around you this week with this energy. Let me see. And the Strength card, you're very much the perfectionist. You are you're so excited about something that you're doing at this time. You're throwing yourself into it wholeheartedly. I feel for some of you can be going on a spiritual journey this week, or you could feel more connected to your purpose-driven journey. And you could even feel like lightheaded, or you could feel like more connected to source energy during this time period. I do see you earning more money despite money worries and money coming in and more responsibilities happening. I also feel at this time, this could be for some of you here, like on spring break at this time, and having a successful spring break with this energy. And I do see like for some of you transitioning and like either getting a new job or a better paying job at this time, or you're making a successful transition into something else at this time with this energy in regards to career. I love you, my kitty cats. Show your love and support to your girl, Marie, and make sure to like, subscribe, and share, and check out the monthly horoscopes. Check out your sun, your rising, and your first house. Kisses. Mwah.